Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I look a hot mess right now, but I just wanted to give you guys like a candid update on life, and I've posted a few times on my Instagram and on my community tab about Seeley being sick, and I just wanted to give an update on how that's going, because we are still riding the struggle bus and we are going on a month of her still not feeling great and running fevers. And so I just wanted to share that whole like saga with you guys, and just some candid real life mom struggles, because it's wearing on me. If you can't tell, like I look a hot mess. I got the mom bun going. I got bags under my eyes. I look tired, and that is because I am tired. I'm tired. I've had some stress at work. If you guys don't know, I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I work with anything from like a developmental delay to athletes to really medically fragile kids. And I've had a couple come through in the last couple of weeks that really tug at the heartstrings. And with Seeley being sick, it just adds that little extra layer of stress to my life, because it just makes me question, like, you know, is there something more going on with Seeley? I don't know. But anyways, let's get into Seeley's like whole story of how this whole thing started. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible with this, because it's been a month, y'all. It's been a long month. So at the end of September, we went to a birthday party for my friend's daughter who turned 3. She actually has 2 daughters. Seeley is like right in the middle between the two of them, age-wise. So I knew going to this party that Seeley was probably going to come home with some cooties, because let's face it, she's 2 years old. And I don't know about your toddler, but mine still puts crap in her mouth. So of course she did that at the party. And so we went to the party on a Saturday. So the following Monday, it was a pretty normal day. Put her down for bed at her normal time, between like 7:30 and 8. And around 9:30, somewhere between that time, she woke up crying. Normally, if she wakes up crying, she will do one of two things. She will rage throw everything out of her bed, or she will cry for maybe like 10 seconds and then go back to sleep. She did neither of those things. She just like laid there and cried like really pitifully, and like wouldn't even stand up. So I knew she definitely like wasn't feeling good, and she felt a little warm. So I brought her to my bed and snuggled her a little bit. I gave her some Tylenol, and then like 20 minutes later she spit up on me, and then that turned into like a full-on puke fest all over me, all over the floor. And then a huge mom fail happened. I tried to like put her down because I was holding her, and I guess I like put her down too close to the pile, and she slipped and fell face first in it. So yeah, Mom of the Year award right there. So also, this all happened in the 2 minutes that it took West to take Roxy, our dog, outside to go potty. So he comes back into a complete dumpster fire of me covered in vomit, Seeley covered in vomit, her crying, me holding her, not knowing what to do. it was awful. It was so awful. So like I didn't even know where to begin to clean things up. So I get her cleaned up, I get me cleaned up, finally get her off to bed. Like she seemed to feel like slightly better after all of that. So she slept through the night after that, and then she ran a fever until about Thursday, and it seemed like her fever broke, sort of. Like she didn't have any fevers in the hundreds after that, but she kept going like in and out of like the high 99s. So anytime she would literally hit like 99.0 or above, she would come to me and say, Mama, I'm hot, I need medicine. And I would always like check her first, and like she would literally be like 99 or above. So I would give her medicine because clearly she didn't feel good and, you know, wanted to feel better. But she did that for another week, and so after a week of that, and she still like wasn't eating well, she wasn't drinking, she would just like play for a few minutes and then like lay down. I called the pediatrician and got her in for a visit. So we're like 11 to 12 days into this whole thing starting by the time we saw the pediatrician for the first time, and we saw a nurse practitioner, which was fine, I don't mind that. And she looked at her tonsils. Tonsils were swollen and had some like white patches, but she said it looked different than strep, so she didn't swab her. And she's like, it could be mono, let's give her a few more days. If she doesn't feel better on Monday, we'll do blood work. So of course we waited. She didn't feel better, we did the blood work, which was a whole like fiasco. Luckily we did it at my office so that I could be there with her, and unfortunately we had to poke her 3 different times to actually get it, and we tried in the morning, but she was just like too dehydrated to get anything. And so my mom had to like take her home, like try to get as much liquid and fruit and pouches and smoothies in her as she could, and then brought her back in the afternoon. And then we finally got it, luckily, because she just like doesn't want to drink or eat anything, and that is not her at all. Like normally we get at least like 2 cups of water in her, and like I mean like the Munchkin weighted straw cups, which hold like 7 ounces of water. We normally get it like at least 1.5 to 2 cups of those in her. So anyways, it took like forever for the pediatrician to like even like get a hold of those. I had to actually bring them in, but that's another story. So anyways, I could see the results. There was some stuff like abnormal. Epstein-Barr came back negative, and the following Thursday she actually spiked a fever again, like in the 101s. So I called the pediatrician back again, and we were seen like a week after she was seen the first time. And I actually had to bring the blood work to them because for whatever reason they couldn't figure out how to get their hands on it. So I solved that. I printed it for them and brought it in myself. And I was literally told, if you hadn't already looked at it, I would have called you and said it was fine. Even though there was some stuff that was like abnormal on the CBC, so whatever. Anyways, so once again, we were told, let's give her a few more days, because I think what happened is she caught a secondary virus, but her throat looks better, so that's the good news. And, you know, if she's not better by Monday, like if she's still spiking a fever on Monday, then give us a call. So, of course, Monday comes around. At lunchtime, she was like 99.7, so I'm like, okay, maybe we're coming down again. And then around dinner time, she was 100.4. So I was like, oh, okay. Tuesday comes around, and at lunchtime she was 1015 again. So of course I messaged them, and they pretty much immediately get back to me, and they want to see her in office, and they want her to see one of the MDs. So my mom brought her in. The MD saw her and was like, I think she has a throat infection and a sinus infection, and put her on an antibiotic, and was like, if she is still running a fever on Saturday, give us a call. And he specifically said a fever of 101, but I called today because today is Saturday, by the way. So now we're caught up to the present. I took her temperature and it was 100.9, and we are almost halfway through. At this point in the day, we were almost halfway through our 10-day course of antibiotics. So she had 4 doses of antibiotics already, because I've been giving them to her at the end of the day, because we started like Tuesday night with the antibiotic. So I called because I don't think that she should still have a fever at all, much less 100.9 4 days into antibiotics. So we were seen again, this time by our preferred doctor in the practice, and she looked her over really good. Lungs sounded good, throat looked good, ears looked good. She literally can't figure out why she would still be running a fever. The only thing that she can think is that she potentially just keeps catching like virus after virus, which is kind of like what the nurse practitioner thought the first time. So she thought she caught like something originally, and then it kind of like lingered, and then whenever she started spiking a fever again, that was like a secondary virus that she caught. And so now we're kind of in the same boat, because on Thursday of this week, so like 2 days into antibiotics, she started having a runny nose. So now it's like, do we catch another virus? Like, what is happening? So anyways, the doctor today said that there is a lot of viruses going around, and they're seeing like adenovirus and rhinovirus going around a lot. So she said with how she looks and everything, that it is possible that she just keeps catching virus after virus. And she kind of understood my frustration that we've been doing this for a month now, but she wants us to obviously finish out the course of antibiotics, and then we have another follow-up on Tuesday. So she wanted us to keep that appointment, which was already planned from when we went to the doctor this past Tuesday. So I was honestly expecting her to be like, you need to go to the ER today. So I mean, I guess that is a good thing that we didn't go to the ER, but I just like want some answers, you know, like it's just so frustrating and draining for her to not feel good for this long, and not be eating and drinking for this long, and be clingy for this long, and mama, I need you, and it's rough. So anyways, it's just hard and stressful, like being worried about her for a solid month, and going to work and still being worried about her all day long while I'm at work, being worried about the kids that I have at work. So anyways, life right now is just one big ball of stress, and it shows all over my face. And it's honestly showing like in my eating and everything else as well. And honestly, my eating has not been great. I definitely have also had more migraines this month. Not so much like true vestibular migraines, but just like migraine headaches. And I've definitely had to take more Zofran this month, and so that is not pleasant. My endo is worse this month, so that is also not pleasant. I'm counting down until I have surgery in December. It's just like I am mentally, emotionally, and physically drained. But there's really like not much I can do with it at this point. Like I just have to toughen up, buttercup. I feel like, which is like it's not fun. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update on everything because I had planned on filming an actual like real video today, and then a real video for Wednesday, and I just like don't have the energy for it. So I just wanted to give you guys like a candid kind of update on life and where things are with Seeley, because mom and ain't easy. It's just not. Like, it is hard. It's just hard. So anyways, I am trying to get back to doing a couple of videos a week, but that is kind of like a slow transition process for me. I did post 2 videos this past week. I may try to get another video out for you guys this week. If I'm feeling up to it, I might film another video for you guys sometime and get it up on either like Wednesday or Thursday this week. We'll see. It just depends on how tomorrow goes. So yeah, I am just ready for this month to be over and start next month fresh, so I can just like keep pushing forward. And I will be a little bit closer to surgery. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.